Earth shape. What is it? Is it flat? Is it a globe? Is it neither of those things? Is it a toroidal donut? I have heard so many things over the many years. The first thing I'll say is we generally don't talk too much about Earth shape. You can see I'm scratching my head like a monkey. My name is Coach Matt. I am a Master Spiritual Life Coach. By the way, go to our website, teampsycosmos.org. Check out our spiritual life coaching program. We can certify you not only as a life coach, but a wide variety of other topics. And we also have a ton of different services and free resources, so go check us out. What shape is the Earth? A lot of people ask this question. What shape is the Earth? First thing I want to say is I don't judge anybody who wants to hone in on that. As long as you can get your life in order and your life is actually going really well, if you want to go study what shape of the Earth is, totally fine. I've seen videos of pilots saying that it's flat. I've seen videos of people saying that flat earthers are stupid and it's ridiculous and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to debate anybody because here's the real truth. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That is a very big cop-out, by the way. I will first be the one to first and foremost admit that. Now, that's not a cop-out because I haven't done the research and looked into it. Because we've actually done a ton of research here on the shape of the Earth and what that could possibly mean or be. But we've come up with a ton of different solutions and conclusions ourselves as to what the potential Earth shape could be. I'm coyly smiling here, I can see on camera, because I don't actually want to make this video and I don't actually want to give away my secrets that we normally charge people to pay good money for, but I feel as though this is a topic that people need to divulge into, and there's just one little itty-bitty detail that I want to just kind of throw into the mix so that people can start doing their own research. And a lot of this is mixing astrology, Kabbalah, alchemy, the divine trinity of Christianity, and also other cultures like Hinduism as well. How do I even want to start this video? Wow, I am just teasing you guys with this. Okay, here's the reality of the situation. And I'm just going to give it to you straight. We are made in the image of God. That's the first thing that you should understand. You have a brain that sits at the top of your head. And all of the wise sages used to consider this to be the source, which pretty much is. It's the source of all your thought. It's the source of all your emotion. It's the source of pretty much everything that goes on in your body. If I want to do this with my hand, this is all because of this. And then that trickles down into the rest of the body. The sun is very much so akin to the heart. It is a consistently beating organ that perpetuates constantly. And the rib cage with its 12 bones is often considered to be ruled by the sign of Cancer. So you have a sun, which is being protected by the 12, which is exactly what we have on the astral plane when we look up. We, as human beings, could be considered to be very similar to the microbiome of the gut. We are trillions in number in the body, comparatively. We are billions in number, comparatively, on the surface of the Earth. And what I see is a lot of people trying to make correlations between their physical senses, looking out over the horizon, using footage that has been doctored of planes, using footage of people who claim they are pilots, etc. What people aren't doing is studying the true esoteric nature of what it means to be human and our place in the universe. When you study the astrology, the old wise people of the days in history used to say that we were at the center of the universe. And then NASA and a lot of the other people, Copernicans, claimed that that was a falsity and that the sun was at the center of the galaxy, or not the galaxy, the solar system, which was not in the center of the galaxy. And then NASA, of course, has come and defended that. But what NASA also says is that we are existing in what's called the Virgo supercluster. And Virgo rules the tum-tum, rules the tummy, rules the solar plexus, specifically that area of the body. So, theorizing, we have this solar plexus in the body, which is actually ruled by what's called the celiac ganglion. The term celiac comes from the Greek word, I believe it's koilos, which actually just really means coil, spiral. This is the twin snakes that you often see. It runs all along the spinal column. Spine is actually super important, we should actually talk about, because you have the triplicity of the Trinity. You have the brain, the heart, and the genitals, or the gut. And those three are actually ruled mainly by a fourth, which would be the spine. The spine is the interconnector of all those things. This is why Aquarius, which is the fourth dichotomy in this four-cornered structure, rules the spinal column. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that the waters above that flow down below through the spinal tract, the cerebrospinal fluid, from the God brain down into the rest of creation is ruled by the sign of Aquarius. That's why Aquarius is A, and it's also water-based, but it's an air sign. Air is often akin and given to that middle barrier between us and the higher heavens. So what I'm getting at is, you look at the vision of Ezekiel, or you look at the four corners on the tarot card of the world or the universe, you have the lion, the bull, the man, the eagle. All four of them are Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, respectively. They are the four corners. This is based off of the four royal stars. In Aquarius, you have Fomalhaut. In Leo, you have Regulus. In Taurus, you have Aldebaran. And in Scorpio, you have Antares. And those four stars were the four corners. This is where those four corners come into play, because those four stars were considered to be very holy, very spiritual, and they create an X. X marks the spot. So, the solar plexus, which is the Bethlehem, the house of bread, where the seed is born. This is so important. The solar plexus. It's the solar, like the sun, or the soul. Plexus, like perplexed. It's a mystery. And the celiac ganglion runs along the spinal column, and it specifically has a huge major focal point right where that solar plexus is. That is actually what the solar plexus anatomically is, the celiac plexus, and the celiac ganglion. The diaphragm, dia, deos, de, fram, which is another word for fence or barrier, like a firmament. The diaphragm, when you breathe in, the diaphragm goes down. And when you breathe out, the diaphragm goes up. So when you breathe the cold air in, the barrier, the cool air comes in and the barrier gets pushed away further from the heart, which would be the sun. And when you exhale, the cold air releases and the heat is restored in the body temporarily as the diaphragm gets closer to the heart, which is the sun. Virgo, the supercluster, where we are living in, which is in the center of the universe, rules over the parts of the body that have to deal with our Virgo, our center of our universe. So I'm gonna leave it there. And if you're interested in learning more, then you can go and learn from us by going to our website, teampsycosmos.org, and you can sign up for our esoteric lecture series, or you can study with us on a one-on-one basis in our spiritual life coaching program, because that's as far as I want to give the details for this video. And you guys probably hate my guts right now because I just left you on a cliffhanger. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? He's got all this information about this stuff. So yeah, if you're wise enough, wise counsel, you'll be able to figure it out. But there's a lot that goes into this, clearly. And there's a lot more that can be extrapolated on further. But for the sake of time, looks like we're up. So, love you guys very, very much. Don't want to give away all of our secrets away for free. So if you're interested in learning more from us, go check us out. We love you guys.